toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Key. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Huskers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The handoff to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Mills. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and help?
Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
To the air, it's Raiola. Safe completion on the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
Yeah, and I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and then kind of...
There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosion.
Intercepted! A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need to. We'll put points on the board.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this this defense to get the football. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He's got the tight end. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense. A
lot of space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Rush is on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Moore. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On 1st down from their own 22. to the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a wide open receiver. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off play action. The short hands, it's key. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Escapes the pressure going right. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body.
It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 9 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. All by himself. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Markway. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He turns it loose to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Here's the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And they get him down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Nebraska. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Throws to the wideout. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Randall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. That's caught. It's Randall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. The 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 15. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand that, first of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up